early start. I have a 6:25 a.m. train. We're going to Boston. Coming into South Station, it is 8 a.m. I'm in Boston today for the Inbound conference. I have 1 hour before the opening keynote to get to the Boston Convention Center, check in, get my badge, and then get seated. This is actually the 4th day of the Inbound conference, so it's all wrapping up today. But I can't actually dedicate 4 days in a row to go to a conference, even when it's close by. So I've decided to come to the final day. The conference is over, and I realized that I never explained what Inbound is about. The Inbound conference is a conference that focuses on inbound marketing. Inbound marketing was a concept developed by one of the founders of HubSpot. HubSpot sells software tools to allow people to do inbound marketing. To explain inbound marketing, I'll start with outbound marketing. Outbound marketing includes traditional sources of media. For example, you show a commercial on TV, or you put up a billboard. And for a billboard, you might be able to count the number of people that go by, but you hope that some of the people going by actually see the billboard, actually see your ad, and then remember it and look you up later. And hopefully from that you get sales or relationships or whatever it is you're looking for with that advertisement. Inbound marketing is different. With inbound marketing, your own organization creates content that people would want to see. It brings them value. And because you become the authority in your space of knowledge, they come to you, and once they're there, you can get them to buy whatever it is you're selling, your products or your services. This actually works a lot better and is a lot more effective than traditional marketing. And the reason is because it's a lot more authentic. There are more chances to actually build relationships with your audience. So I'll take you back about 8 hours and then come back here. Today I was handed a bag. And when somebody hands you a bag in a crowd, it's always a good idea to check to see what's inside. Button, hand sanitizer, and sunglasses. Switching from outbound marketing to inbound marketing is a big mindset shift, and one that I'm not really experiencing because I haven't been in this industry a long time and I'm coming into it fresh. A lot of the keynotes and events today focused on relationships and focused on culture and focused on team dynamics and not just cut and dry selling. And I think that's an interesting change, as technology requires brands to develop more of a personality as they interact with their audience in more authentic ways. And now I'm on my way to meet up with a friend. Innovation and Design Building. All right. So I'm at the Innovation and Design Building in the Autodesk build space, and I met up with a really good friend. This is Shreyas.
Hi. So I'm Shreyas. I'm the API class of 2015, and I work here at the Autodesk build space at a company making devices to treat babies with jaundice.
Shreyas and I met back in, I think it must have been 2011. Since I'm in Boston today, we decided to meet up. We got something to eat, so I finally got to eat lunch. And we're going to be able to go inside and tour this space.
This space here is a space curated by Autodesk, managed by Autodesk, to kind of incubate and accelerate in-house companies and teams who are working in disrupting the building industry, the construction industry, kind of fabrication in general. And so we have a lot of cool tech, a lot of cool toys here, including a bunch of robots, a bunch of cutting-edge tools, 3D printers, laser cutters, all the fun cutting-edge tools of making in general. Mostly it's companies working in innovations in building materials or building construction methods. We've got a few teams working in making these art installations, so they kind of come in for a few weeks or months and then make those installations, design them, and then leave and set those up. So we have lots of rotating teams, lots of different schedules too. That piece of furniture over there in the corner is by a company called Ori, and they make robotic modular moving furniture. This is the main first floor, main floor. So here's a lot of the magic happens. You've got these giant robot arms used to do all kinds of things. The one here is used to print biological matter into flat layers. You can see some of the work down there. This is the workplace of Little Sparrows Technologies. This is where we live. We're a startup devoted to solving the problem of getting treatment to jaundice treatment anywhere in the world. And so we have come up with a low power, low cost, but highly efficient device that packs flat, but still delivers phototherapy treatment anywhere in the home, in the hospital, in rural settings like in rural Africa, for example. And so what you're looking at are two versions, the US version and the global version. The US version is going to be launching sometime mid next year. So this is blue light. It's in the therapeutic range for treating jaundice, in the 460-ish nanometer range. And it treats jaundice effectively in about 2 days, about 48 hours of treatment. So baby goes in here, as you can see. We've got a little model set up. Baby goes through treatment, whether in the hospital or in the home. And then usually 100% of cases of this kind of jaundice are treated using phototherapy.
So what is it like to work in a startup in this type of environment?
Sure. It's quite a rush. Overall, you see that you get to work on a wide range of things. You get to learn things very fast. And you get exposed to so many different challenges that really expand your skill set, really expand your ability. And once you clear those obstacles, that feeling of oh yeah, I can do this. It's a really powerful feeling. This is Lumi. This is the company I was telling you earlier about. So they make holographic displays in 2D, but they pop. So if you look in on this one, you can see that as you turn your head, you'll see that the surface looks three-dimensional. And this is just made using printers. You can just use regular printers to print layers and make like this. These guys, they work on a prosthetic for extreme sports. So their founder lost his arm in a biking accident, and he quickly found out that there aren't that many prosthetics out there which are designed to withstand wear and tear say, extreme like biking, surfing, those kind of extreme sports. So they have made a very rugged device that kind of it clamps onto like handlebars of bikes. It's designed to be withstand a lot of very high forces, and they do that. That's kind of their main product. They're also working on a few other things in like the camera lighting industry, which I've been helping them with occasionally.
I do appreciate you showing this space today.
No worries. I'm always happy to show it off.
This is an incredible environment with a lot of different types of companies all working together. Because we were talking earlier about the WPI feel where you're working very hard for a long period of time, pulling long nights, and trying to replicate that in a work environment where you have the same rigor and you have the same feel to it, and you want to push your brain and do quality work in an environment where people care about what they do.
Sure.
I think that's important.
Right. I think once you've gone through the experience in WPI, I think there's a saying that an expanded mind never wants to go back to its old dimensions.
Yeah.
And you just keep wanting to, you keep wanting to have your skill set, have your level of your performance that high. You keep wanting to kind of immersing yourself in like very fast timelines, seemingly impossible projects, learning a wide range of skills. It's a very heady, very alluring kind of rush to always be in that mode.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But keeping that hustle up is how you get things done.
Right.